what we do. Just
I've been
ignore
watching
them.
Dying Light 2 so close. Yeah.
Jschlatt. So then, Jschlatt, what's your favorite game?
DayZ, easily.
Okay. So DayZ and Minecraft. Honestly, I think that those are pretty. Those are
The thing
pretty
is,
at odds.
I think Charlie picked Minecraft for what game you'd want to play for the rest of your life
I can
because
explain why.
because Minecraft is kind of like more of a sandbox than anything else. Dying Light, there's a goal. Minecraft, you just have fun with friends.
Yeah.
In Dying Light, you're always going to be doing the same thing. Same thing applies to a lot of games. Minecraft, dude, you can bullshit whatever the fuck you want,
Exactly.
So,
But
I would
that
get very
is
bored.
why between, given the choice between Minecraft and DayZ for me, I would pick DayZ because it kind of is the same vibe. You're kind of just running around doing whatever. You can make the story. You can create interactions. You can play whichever way you want.
Yeah.
There's no point. There's no goal. They don't tell you how to play.
Schlatt's recently got me into this new mode on DayZ called Namalsk. And it's a smaller island. It's pretty much just like a couple towns and then a bunch of military bases. For those of you who played DayZ, for those of you who haven't played DayZ though, who are listening, DayZ was originally a mod that was made out of the Arma 2 engine. Arma 2 is a military simulator video game. And it was originally a mod, and then it got turned into this standalone game. So it's pretty fun. It's like a lot of it comes from like interactions you have with surviving against the environment and stuff.
You're in an apocalyptic wasteland. There's zombies all over the place, and you spawn with nothing in the middle of nowhere. There's no map. It very much does not hold your hand at all.
Yeah.
And
I think that's what really actually because on paper it's like, and I'm sure other people have experienced this. On paper, it's something that I'm like, dude, I would love this game. And I got in when I was like 14 or 15 and ran around and just kept getting like mauled down by random shit in places. And I was like, all right, I hate this game.
Yeah.
And I haven't touched it since, but I still feel like I'd like it. I don't know.
That's the thing, dude. You need like 100 hours in DayZ before you actually feel confident enough to like survive.
You also need some you need those hours to then understand how many hours lie ahead of you when it comes to like finding shit and walking around. But what Namalsk is well, I suppose, Jschlatt, if you'd like to.
I can tell you all about Namalsk. Namalsk is okay, so there's just this dude who's so DayZ has been basically kept alive by the modding community for the better part. It came out at the standalone version in 2014. For years and years, the community was just fucking so pissed at the developer, Bohemia, because they felt like they didn't allocate the resources based on the amount it sold and all that. They felt like the game was just coming along too slow. They released it way too early. It was broken. The mechanics were really not there. It was still running on that old ass engine.
Bohemia picked up DayZ standalone? Like they straight
Bohemia,
up bought?
So it was a mod created by Dean Hall. Bohemia hired Dean Hall to make a standalone version of the game.
Which I remember originally did not do well.
Well, it did really well at first in terms of sales.
Yeah,
but
it killed it right out the gate. But then it had an insane drop off because people were like, "Oh,
because it was unplayable."
This game is not.
Right.
This game is just. It sucks.
Yeah,
right?
you need a really good CPU also to run it.
Exactly.
And that's the truth generally with most of Bohemia's games with Arma 3.
It all comes back to wires.
So
download.
It basically followed this thing where it just plateaued for a while in like 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
But then certain mods that have been worked on for years and years started fucking coming out. And it slowly but surely started going up. And basically right now, I think January. Sorry. In January, DayZ actually peaked. January 2021. It had the most people playing it that the game has ever seen.
That's so interesting.
Because of the community
What was the number?
servers.
What was the
Not
number?
because of anything that Bohemia has actually done, but because there are people who do this for no pay, who just mod in shit like fucking helicopters and new guns because they don't add anything. And this guy just made a map. A dude made a full-blown fucking map that is more fun than the original map. And community servers are just going fucking crazy right now.
Yeah, the maps are pretty. The original, was it Cheranus or something? The original map.
Chernerus.
Is
huge.
It's
It's
a big
huge.
map, and it's really it takes a long time to get. But how big in comparison to that original map is? Would you say, like in terms of like
Fucking-
maybe
How many
fraction?
Skyrims is it?
Yeah, like no, but like by a fraction. Like what would you say? Do you think it's like a fourth of the size?
Namalsk is probably smaller than a fourth of the
Really?
size of the old map. Yeah,
an eighth?
there's 40 most maybe. Look, the point is it's really small, and it.
You don't give a shit about
That's the
the
you know, the
fractions.
story
Shut the
of my
fuck
life,
up
you
about
know?
the fractions. It's really small. You got to understand how small this is. It's minuscule.
Well, the thing is, what people like about DayZ is the fucking interaction. No one's here to play DayZ to just run around on just a plane that just goes forever. You know, you want to
Yeah.
see people, you want to have those interactions, and that's what Namalsk does perfectly.
How many people get in a server, like on a map?
On the old map, you could have over 100 people, but
How about this one, Namalsk?
generally Namalsk has like 40 people. And
Okay.
the way it works is you all spawn at the top. There's one big island at the top, and then there's one city in the middle, basically. There's one city in the middle that if you want to survive, because it's cold as fuck and you need resources and food to survive, you all go to the middle. You all go to this middle city, the biggest place in the game called Vorkuta. That's where you are going to find food. The food is frozen. You can't eat it. You have to sit it at a fire. You have to make a fire in the middle of a fucking city.
I was playing-
and thaw your food out, and then it just leads to a whole bunch of interactions that the base game never.
I think that here's the thing.
Allowed.
I think that it's. I played it today for the first time.
I have so many hours on the mall.
Because Jschlatt kept recommending it to me. And I think that people are nicer in Namalsk.
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
everyone's in the same level of hardship of being cold and miserable that people join. So I met this guy and I traveled with him for a
Cold
little
hands,
bit.
warm heart.
And I was like, I was sick. I was wet. I was drenched. There was, for some reason, all the zombies, they kept aggroing towards me and not my buddy that I had met. So they kept attacking me and I kept having to use all my bandages. And I don't know why that's so fun, but it was so fun. You know, I think my favorite part about DayZ is just being able to find stuff like bigger clothing that has more storage space. That's probably the most concrete.
It's
like
that
dopamine
gives you the
hit.
most serotonin.
Yeah, it gives me the
in
most
DayZ,
dopamine.
Just finding better things.
Yeah.